2012, really. I had a health crisis and I was diagnosed with severe hypertension, excessive cholesterol levels. I was also diagnosed with stomach cancer. So that kind of turned my whole life upside down. Because at that point in time, I was a carnivore. I don't eat greens. I hate greens. I don't eat vegetarian food because I don't believe in eating mock meats. That kind of thing. So I always had this disdain for vegetarianism in that sense. But that whole medical report really turned my whole life upside down, and I made a very drastic change to my lifestyle. I switched overnight, became a vegan, and not only became a vegan, I actually went raw. I only eat raw food. No carbs, no sugar, no salt, nothing that's processed. I only eat raw fruits, raw vegetable, and I sleep very early, from a party animal who goes home at 3 in the morning every day drunk, to a guy who sleeps soundly by 10:30. In that sense, I guess I had my own awakening. The awakening is like telling me, look, all these are lifestyle issues. All these ailments, all these illnesses are lifestyle issues. And without medication, alright, I resolved all my ailments. And that became something like a calling for me. I maintained that whole lifestyle for about a year, and my wife then asked me, are you going back to your old lifestyle? You seem to really enjoy that lifestyle. And I said, yeah, I really enjoy that lifestyle, but not going back ever. I believe this is a chance that the Creator gives me, and I wanted to spread this joy. So sharing with everyone this story is really how this whole place started, and Fortunate Coffee. So from that moment, I started looking around for a F&B outlet to share with people healthy living, healthy food, healthy energy. I began to see the cat not as a cat. I began to see the cat as a life, as a brother and sister. I began to see animals not as pets. I began to see even an ant not as a pest. I began to see all this as a life, sentient living beings. So, not just becoming a vegan, I became an advocate for the environment. I became an advocate for animal rights. That kind of culminated into this whole LN Fortunate Coffee, giving people a place whereby you can try out F&B, food and beverages that are 100% vegan. At the same time, I do my best to minimize plastic usage. I minimize wastage. I actually don't use palm oil in my outlets because palm oil is so environmentally destructive. So it's my bit, it's my little part that I want to play to make the world a better place. We organize talks here. We have a series of talks called Plant Power Talks that let people come and understand why veganism is a solution that one can consider to make the world a better place. I spend my time traveling around to really advocate all these principles, all these concepts with people. I opened this outlet in San Weizhou because I want to be near the universities. That was my main intention.
Thinking of her,
We need to do this for our next generation. I'm old enough not to be able to see the results of what I'm doing. It just doesn't work that way. But I want to do it for the next generation. Alright? And I want to invite the next generation people, yourselves. Alright? The teenagers, the adolescents, the young adults. Join this movement. I know it's probably impossible to change everyone into a vegan, so no, I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for people to consider, out of your 3 meals a day, can you take out 1 meal and make it vegan? That itself, if everybody, 7.5 billion people around the world do that, we already reduce harm, killing by 1/3. Okay, that's what I'm asking people to consider. It's something that we want people to kind of understand why we need to speak for the animals who don't have a voice. And okay, if you can't consider that as a diet from a Mother Earth perspective, from a planet Earth perspective, consider it for your own health. There's a phrase I came across a few years ago. It's called universal family. And what does universal family stands for? It's about respecting all life forms. All life forms are equal. What makes us alpha? Just because we can kill? No. My interpretation of what makes us alpha is this. It's because we have the ability to help them, to save them, to protect them.